What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a heart's desire reading for the sign of Pisces. Okay, Pisces, you are second on the week 3 zodiac lineup. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal, so take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. You guys know how this goes. All right. While I was in you guys' energy, I did see the sun, and I did kind of see the star as well. So, two major arcanas while I was shuffling. One from the top is for your present, one from the bottom is for your past energy, and then one energetically from the middle is for your future energy. Okay, we'll look at the bottom of the deck for the overall outcome to see how this first spread comes out before we go into clarifiers. Okay, so like I said, the sun came out, maybe shedding some light on some things. If you're a metaphysical and a spiritualist, kind of hitting on that solar plexus and sacral chakra with the sun. Okay, with the stars, some form of healing going on. Okay, so let's see what you have right now. So you have the Eight of Pentacles, okay, for your present. Past energy, you have the King of Pentacles, okay, so double pentacle earth energy, okay. And then we have the Hanged Woman in future energy, okay. So, new energy alert, because this Eight of Pentacles, I think, is the first time it's came out in a while since I started doing these readings. Okay. Hanged Woman and King of Pentacles usually has came out specifically sometimes for you guys, Pisces. So, in the past, you guys possibly hit a bag of some sort, okay, and kind of became like, really good with your finances in the past, or pretty much working towards your finances or stabilizing your finances. But let's I like to go in order from left to the right, so let's get started in this present energy. Okay, y'all probably got a lot going on right now, Pisces, okay, with this Eight of Pentacles showing up. All right, we see someone painting here, okay, couple of other paintings already out, okay. um, One thing I'm really paying attention to, and I don't know why, but it's almost kind of like, I guess, counting this King of Pentacles as an extra, because as you can see here, we've got all these other paintings as in the Pentacles here. I'm paying attention to this one in the corner, and either way, if you go down, there's four, and if you go across, there's four, okay? But there's this one in the middle, okay? I'm only really focusing on these ones because you're obviously in the midst of something, and that's just me as an intuitive reader. Now, you can take it however you want when you look at this and create your own interpretation, but basically, the Eight of Pentacles, no matter what deck you look at, is always talking about working, okay, being productive in doing something, all right. So I feel as though, like I said, you do have this King of Pentacles here, and sometimes with my numerology and reading things, I automatically add two, okay. And so, like I said, you have these horizontally and vertically going across and up and down with all these other paintings that you have here in the Pentacles, okay. And so just being presently, busy creating, all right, is a beautiful thing regardless, okay. But be mindful, as I always tell you guys, in regards to taking some time off, okay. You're in the creative bag right now, okay. Make sure you're fitting in some time for rest. That's all I'm going to keep telling and hitting on to you guys, Pisces, okay? But ride that wave, for as long as you can, but it will start kind of not a full on burnout, but you will start kind of feeling it a bit, okay? So make sure you're taking some time to heal in between, as far as rest, okay? But you can take the star, which is Aquarius energy, okay, who is third in week 3, okay, behind you guys. But you can take it as putting in all this creative work. It is going to put you in the forefront, okay? Seeing that star card come out, well, kind of in the during your shuffle for your read, sitting in your energy, okay? So we have the past energy as the King of Pentacles. Like I said, you guys have been working possibly on something to get to this point, okay? Maybe getting to the stability that you're looking for, and now that you're in that stable realm, if you will, you're trying to keep that momentum going by creating something else, okay? So it's almost like you guys take the time to create, and then before you can really finish things up, or kind of leave some kind of loose ends, you're kind of either back working on the same project again, or you're working on something different before something else finishes, okay? Again, more so it's fine because it's again, you're creating, but there needs to be some form of rest, and make sure you're seeing your projects all the way through as far as reevaluation. And the only reason why I say that is because of the fact that you have this hanged woman here, okay, in the future placement, okay? Hanged woman is just like the hanged man in regular tarot. It's talking about seeing things from a different perspective, as she is hanging upside down, okay? And while you may see things clearly, to begin with, such as you can have a great idea to start, and then once it's done, you find little nicks and tweaks and things like that that you wish you would have thought of before you know sent it out as a finished product, okay? So reevaluate. You are going to have to reevaluate some things because you have been rushing to put things out to stay on top of this King of Pentacles status, is what I'm getting at here, okay, for you Pisces. Now for me personally, just because of my work ethic, I like to work smarter and not harder, okay? So if you have to fine tune something, fine tune it before you put out the final draft. That's just my personal opinion, okay? Now, I'm not surprised because I did see this card. It's the Death card at the bottom of the deck, okay? I saw the Death card while shuffling, okay? Doesn't have to necessarily mean something that you're doing coming to an end, okay? It's not a bad, death card. It's not always meaning literal death, okay? It just means the end of something, okay? And so while possibly reevaluating the things that you have already done in the past, you may be letting something go, okay? That's no longer really producing anything for you, okay? And that's after really reevaluating it, maybe reevaluating something to see if it's able to get reprieved in a way, okay? Maybe it's something in particular dealing with this King of Pentacles in the past, okay? This phase that you were in, a particular phase that was working for you at the moment, but it's pretty much done, okay? I think you've gotten all of what you can out of it, okay? In a sense of people getting a chance to see you in a particular light in the past, okay? It's no need to revisit it. And like I said, future energy is you reevaluating some things and seeing that it's time to let some things go, okay? Where you are productively moving right now may not have room for particular people, places, and things to be involved. And so there will be maybe some cut ties of some sort, or a particular phase of your life being done, okay? that's where this reevaluation is coming in at. Okay, so we're at 10 minutes into your reading. Let's go ahead and get into the clarifiers here. Okay, I'm going to do one from the bottom for the Eight of Pentacles, one one from the top for the Eight of Pentacles, one from the bottom for the King of Pentacles, and then one energetically from the middle for this Hanged Woman. And then we will look at the bottom of the deck to clarify this Death card. Okay, Pisces? So again, I'll tell you guys just the same as any other sign and any other reading that I do. You guys are sharing your energy with other people that have Pisces in particular placements that are important to them. So, take what resonates and pass the rest, okay? So, let's get into it. We have the Queen of Voices, which is the Queen of Swords. Then we have the Tower, okay? And then we have the Seven of Materials, okay? Seven of Materials. Like I said, Seven of Materials, is Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is kind of a drop back from the Eight of Pentacles in regards to waiting for something to harvest, okay? Deals with also history, okay? So let's get into, again, from the left to the right of your spread, okay? This Eight of Pentacles with this Queen of Voices, okay? Queen of Swords, who is very popular within these readings since I've been doing them, okay? Being paired with this Eight of Pentacles is primarily screaming to me pretty much control, okay, of things, all right, and what you're working on, okay, being a leader of some sort, okay. Whenever I see, usually when it's swords energy, it's air energy, you're pretty much using your words, okay. A lot of verbalizing and producing things, okay. So you could be maybe an executive producer of something, or working towards producing something, but you are the leader, okay. I do also feel the same way when it comes to Wands energy. So if it was Queen of Wands, it would be more so physical energy, fire energy, if you will, which is Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo, okay. But you have this air energy, which is Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, okay. So very much verbalizing what it is that you're working on as a leader to others, okay. But it is your project, present energy, your project, your goal, and you know what you want and how you want it done, okay. So you may be discussing maybe or dealing with a lot of contracts, possibly for multiple projects, okay. Now, Seven of Cups has not came out because that usually also signifies being busy. But this Eight of Pentacles, again, is just something about all these different types of designs and the pentacles that still denote being very busy, in my opinion, okay, as a reader, as an intuitive reader. Now, let's get into your past energy with this Tower, okay, and the King of Pentacles, okay. Something transpired. I don't think it was anything, negative at all with this Tower. People usually think that the Tower means something bad. It just depends on the combination of the cards. Now, you have King of Pentacles here. Something obviously boded very well for you in the past. Maybe a certain particular project, job, career-wise, whatever the case may be, okay? Networking, whatever brought you this stability as King of Pentacles, okay? Whether you're a man or a woman, okay? really big breaking point in your career that actually maybe brought forth a lot more networking, collaborations, things of that nature. Okay, so it boded well for you in the past. And maybe that's why you're revisiting it to see if there's something else you can do with it. But sometimes good things come to an end. You got everything that you could out of it, okay? And maybe sometimes, we have a tendency of reverting back to what is familiar because we may have fallen short on maybe creativity for something else. And hoping that or wanting something else to have the same amount of prestige or status as something else, okay? But sometimes it's good to have variety and change things up a bit. Again, future placement, back to this hanged woman with the seven of materials, okay? Again, like I said at the beginning, you're very quick to think of something new after creating something else and not giving something enough time to grow and harvest something for you, okay? Utilize the fact that you're already at the status that you're at, Pisces, that people are already knowing who you are in the particular work that you put out, and use that as your merit instead of the actual idea or content for that matter. Don't feel like you have to constantly put out something that's 10 times better or the same as what you've done before. Give people something new and refreshing and allow it to actually have the same momentum and growth as what you did before, okay? Because in doing so and putting too much pressure on yourself, you will cause yourself to have some inconsistencies, some insecurities as well, okay? So pay attention to things that have, because whatever you had in the past had good history. It lasted for a very long time and you did what you could with it, and it produced something very fruitful for you as far as stability, okay? But as far as wanting to revive it, I don't think it's necessary for you to do. It's time for you to reevaluate what you already have and let that grow, okay? So let's go ahead and clarify this death card, what's at the bottom of the deck, which is the Eight of Materials, which is Eight of Pentacles, coming out again to clarify this death card with the Ace of Cups up underneath the death card, okay? An offer of support, okay, in a sense, okay? An offer of feelings, if you will, because Cups is talking about feelings and emotions, okay? So it's some form of an offer coming afterwards, okay, as far as assistance, okay, because here we are again with the Eight of Pentacles, and with this Eight of Pentacles, she's holding all these different roses but all these arms, okay, not enough arms and hands to handle everything. You're going to need some assistance, okay? You're going to need supporting cast around you to help get this done, okay? Because you're not going to be able to do this alone, okay, for what it is that you're trying to work towards, okay? So within reevaluating, waiting for something to actually be fruitful, you are going to need some assistance, okay? You can't do everything by yourself, or just with one or two of the same people, okay? Again, look at things from a different perspective, okay? That's all I can say about it, Pisces, because you guys are carriers of the moon energy of hiding things or keeping things secret, okay? So I'm not going to get all the way into it. Y'all know what y'all need to do, okay? So let's get into the Heart's Oracle so we can see what your final decision is or message of support. 3 shuffles, and 3 cuts. Now, Pisces, I was sitting up here kind of thinking in my head as far as this Queen of Voices. Again, for some of you, you're taking the lead. Others of you are possibly, feeling like you can do it by yourself. And again, it will lead to somewhat of a burnout, and it will lead to people wanting to know whether or not if you can be a team player or not. And it could be the reason why you don't do team playing is because of the fact that you feel as though you know what you want and how you want it, and people seem to always go against the grain with it. But sometimes it's better to have multiple eyes and hands to help you than just your own, because some people may see things from a different perspective than you. Okay. And so there could be people that know who you are as a person and what you like and how you like to do things that could still work in tandem with you and have the same, ideas as you, as long as you give them the chance to voice those opinions. Okay. So that will possibly be shared with you with that Ace of Cups being under that Death card. Okay. We do have Share the Love, though, showing up at the bottom of the deck, number 3. Okay. I believe this one came out last week. I just can't remember which sign it was for. I think it might have been Capricorn. Okay. You have these, body silhouettes in the back as far as people talking to each other. Okay. The number 3, here centering ourselves. Okay. This heart has a little bit of a pass going through it, kind of breaking, but it's kind of a light beaming from out of it. Okay. Share the love, share the wealth. Okay. In the sense of who you are as a person, kind of dealing with community and the people around you. Like I said, it could be useful to have others around you to kind of give you some support and ideas. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into the book here. You could have Capricorn in your chart. Again, check your birth chart. If it's in a placement that is very important to you, then you might want to go and look at the Heart's Desire reading for Capricorn or the Dream Catcher read. Okay. You do have change your focus up underneath number 5. So possibly need to change what it is that you're working on or your vantage point of things. Okay. Your keywords for Share the Love is friendship, celebration, rejoice, and community. You're entering a period of joy and tranquility. However, this card speaks of friendship rather than romance, suggesting that this is an opportune time to connect with friends. For the time being, let go of any desires, anxiety, or stress around romantic relationships. Instead, focus on your relationships with your friends. Turn to them for support if you need it, and find reason to celebrate with them. Rejoice in the fact that they'll always be there for you and you for them. Okay? Community is also important at this time. Get out of your house and away from your own concerns. How can you positively contribute to your community? Reach out to your neighbors. Is there an activity group or support group that you've thought about joining? Do it now. This is a great way to meet new people and who could turn into lifelong friends. Feel the joy of connecting with others and sharing your love in that way. Okay? So again, it could be about meeting new people. Okay? Maybe people you've worked with for a long period of time or been friends with for a long period of time. You have maybe different ideals. Maybe it's time to create some new connections, okay, through career wise, okay, or networking, okay. Again, it's not focused on love, it's primarily about your social connections, and possibly professional, okay. So let's get into the power of surrender for you guys, Pisces, to wrap up your reading. We're already at 25 mark. So 3 shuffles here as well. And 3 cuts. And Pisces, you could have, again, like I said, with that past energy in the tower, you know, you could have had a little bit of a bump up in social status that possibly changed who you were, in a sense, to people who know you very well. Could have rubbed them the wrong way, could have said something that might have been slightly offensive to a few people. But, you know, kind of apologize for that if that be the case. You were just really in your head about your projects, okay? That's not for everyone, that's just for a small few, okay? So let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We have surrender the drama. Surrender the drama. I was seriously just saying that before I even looked at the bottom of the deck, okay? It says, no matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly, okay? The number 3 talks about centering oneself, okay, while progressing forward in a positive manner, okay? No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly, okay? So don't add to the drama, okay? Stay centered, give a very mature yet empathetic or sympathetic answer to anyone, okay? Stay humbled, Pisces, okay? Please. I'm just asking, you know, just please try to be as humble as possible. There's nothing wrong with being in your bag and, you know, being productive and, you know, really doing everything possible to stay at this, you know, top of the food chain type vibe with these lions behind this man here. But it does end up causing a few rifts with some people depending on, you know, your communication skills, okay? That's all I'm going to say about that, okay, Pisces? We still have one more reading left for you guys, okay, which I'll get those out as soon as I can. I still have 2 more readings for Heart's Desire this week. So until then, Pisces, peace.